Hi guys, Veronica, High Realm Holistics here. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I'm currently out of town visiting family in the ATL, and also my book signing is Saturday in Atlanta. I already posted the information on my community page like last week or a couple of weeks ago. I'll repost it again later today, heading to the gym. You know, feeling bloated, so I have to hit the gym. Yes, I've just been with my chilling with my granddaughter for the week, and also, you know, just another shitstorm I walked into. Seems like every time I come here, I'm walking into a shitstorm, and it really fits into what is going on at this point in time, where it's people who have been hiding under the cover, especially of religion. They're exposing themselves. Where the heck am I? They're exposing themselves for who and what they are, for real. For instance, I'm going to speak in generalities because I don't want to give out names, but what happened was, in my family, there was a particular family member who not everyone, but you know, my generation, you know, generation X and Y was held up to. The older generation held us up to her because she's so religious and was always going on pilgrimages with the older people. She didn't hang out with us younger people. She used to. And we used to be buddies. She used to come down to Miami. We go to concerts and have fun. But then all of a sudden, the past few years, she's been slowly but surely changing. And she stopped talking to everybody, you know, us. She started talking to the younger generation. And so we're like, okay, whatever. She's hanging out with the old folks. We couldn't get why. And she'd go on pilgrimages with them and everything like that. All there, you know, they're very religious. The older generation of my family, straight up religious. The same ones that used to abuse the heck out of us, all of us. So, come to find out, Miss Thing, of course, was undercover evil. And when I say evil, holy crap. What she did to her dad, who was abusive in his earlier days. He was very abusive. In fact, my mother got him to beat me once when they found out I did a swimwear calendar and I was wearing a freaking bathing suit, not even a damn bikini. She told him to beat me up. She actually let him into my apartment, stole my key from my sister and let him into my apartment. He fractured 3 of my ribs. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd be alive right now if it wasn't for my daughter, who's not even 2 at the time, who made it down 3 flights of stairs to get my sisters to come up and rescue me. And they had to knock him unconscious in order to do it, because he would go into these rages, you know, and it's always religion. He was the most amazing man. In fact, he took me in when my mom left me after I was 3 months old, and then my dad was getting remarried, so like his wife didn't want us, so he's the one who took care of me till I was 3 years old. And he can be the most loving, caring, giving person. But then you break one of his religious rules and he will literally kill you. And he has tried. Not just me, including his daughter. He had beaten her when she became pregnant out of wedlock. I mean, she married the guy, but he beat her first because she did it out of wedlock, even though she was in her 20s. So he was that type of guy, you know, whole religious thing, beating thing, you know, if you go outside of the religious rule. So we thought she was a little Miss Perfect, you know, that's the way they always sold her. That's the way she sold herself. And her dad, the one who was very abusive in his earlier years, he's 83 years old now. So age has tempered him, just like my mom. Age tempered her, even though you still know that streak is in them. But he's not a narcissist. My mom's a narcissist. He's just crazy religious. So she went to go live with him because when she got divorced, her husband, whatever, house went to foreclosure, he was a player, blah blah blah, ran off, shit like that. So she went to go live with him along with her son. And when her son, went away to school, came back, moved back in with her while she was still living with her dad, he went to go to New York to go get some oral surgery. This just happened. Came back home to find out that Miss Thing was stealing his house right from underneath his ass. Redecorated while he was gone and everything. Packed up his things in his room and said, I'm taking over your house, me and my son. He got angry because who wouldn't? This man worked 35 freaking years as a janitor in a hospital, working his ass off to save up his pennies, took care of his wife who died of breast cancer on his own, he had 3 kids, raised all the kids on his own, put them all through college, even though, he was an abusive idiot at times because of his crazy religion, but he still did all those things. And I forgave him a long time ago. I forgave him the day it happened because I know what it was, what was the cause of it. And I was 22, by the way, when that happened. So her and her son, who's in his 20s, beat the old man up, threw him in the bathroom, poured cold water on him, gave him a cold shower because they said they wanted him to come, stripped him naked. Okay, how humiliating is this? And then called up another relative to come pick him up. And when they came, the guy was bruised up, fucked up in the bathroom, still in the bathtub, soaking wet, naked. I cried. I burst into tears. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And his other children came from New York to come pick him up. He never went back home. So now they're going to, try to sue to get his house back and everything. He has a gorgeous, gorgeous 4-bedroom home that he built on his own. Gorgeous 4-bedroom home in Atlanta. So now everyone's like, holy crap. She's not the angel. And, not for nothing, we're like, we're always kind of suspicious. But everyone held her in such high regard because she was so religious, just like them. And I have relatives who started talking to me because I said, guess what? I'm not Catholic and I never was. So, of course, I'm evil because I don't go to church and I'm the devil itself and everything like that. And my children are the devil's spawn. But, I was shown that's going to happen more and more where people are just going to show their asses, Even my daughter, she's like, she goes, I never liked the guy because of what he did to you. And he had also hurt my daughter when she was little too, when she was trying to defend me. When she was 2, he threw across the room, through my TV. She's like, but he's in his 80s. Whatever, it's obviously karma. And the person who he held in the highest regard is the one who screwed him over. So, that's the way things are going to play out, unfortunately, and this guy was totally healthy before this happened because I saw him on Christmas and I spoke to him yesterday and he does not sound well. And my mother says he does not look well at all. And another cousin who saw him said, I bet you he doesn't even live out the year. Because of how he sounds and how he looks, the state of depression he's in, and just, quite honestly, I did have a vision that he was going to pass on within the next year and a half, which I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. It's going to happen. This guy is so freaking healthy. He's not on any medication. He's never had surgery. He still runs around and jogs and travels the world with my mom. I'm like, no way. Yes way. Yes way. So, guys, get ready for some serious shit storms. Really. Get ready for some serious shit storms. I had to share that story, because not just my family. This happened to one of my best friends. Her father-in-law just died, and it was a whole shit storm around that. A big one. Same type of situation. So there's a lot going on. So, guys, just don't be surprised when stuff happens, okay? I mean, you could be surprised, but brace yourself. brace yourself. Seriously, karma coming back. But you know, they say, you know, yes, karma is to be delivered and stuff. You know, you'll get yours. But also, don't be the one to yield that sword. Don't be the one to be paying people back. We all think that, you know, she was able to do that because, of course, she held grudges and she never forgave him for all that time. And her son taking part of that, who everyone thought he was the golden child also, would do something like that. I thought he was a golden child too. My mouth kind of dropped, except I know he had some stuff going on because him and my daughter were friends. And then my daughter was like, all of a sudden he unfriended me on Facebook. He doesn't call me anymore. I called his number to change, and they were buddy. So she's like, I don't know what happened to him. And he was like hanging out in strip clubs and stuff like that. And she said he's a pothead now. So I don't know how far it went. Any which way, so damn. Just get, you know, all the masks are falling off. All the masks are falling off. All right, guys. Well, here I am in Atlanta, and I got to show you guys how horrible it looks out here. I hope you can see it. Look at that. The sky is just, look, nothing like South Florida. Nothing like South Florida. Look at this. It's absolutely terrible. And it's been like that since I got here. And I drove all the way up to North Carolina, and it looked the same. Just that silver sky. And it felt so different to me. And when I asked my oversoul, it said because there's not enough energy here. There's not enough awakened energy here for it to stop or at least dissipate. Because down in South Florida, hardly, for the past month, since 2019, I hardly see any spraying where I am. Hardly. Maybe a few little spritz here and there. You know, when I feel a big energy coming, they'll spray around the sun, and that's it. Otherwise, it is so beautiful and clear. And here it's just been nonstop. Like I'm having issues. But, you know, I'm detoxing myself as I go along, and I brought a whole bunch of stuff for everyone else to detox. So that's it, guys. But yeah, and I did a big meditation. I was like, you know, calling on our soul star families to help please clean these skies. And they straight up told me last night, so clear, and showed me everything and saying that there's not enough awakened energy here in order to stop it. So I just prayed to help more people awaken. That's it. And, you know, they said, well, they have time, you know, till 2022. So hopefully with this big energy portal, this energy coming in, you know, the great solar flare, the great solar flash, the Kali Yuga energy, the Kali Yuga fire energy, it will be so. So have heart. If your area still looks like this, you know, God willing, enough people wake up where it'll change, you know, you'll change timelines. Okay. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, you were right up my nose. I didn't realize that. All right. Don't forget, on the 23rd, I have another one of my wonderful meditation healing circles webinars, higherrealmholistics.com. And don't forget, if you're in the Atlanta area, Barnes & Noble, look at my community page. I'll repost it later. It's 11 o'clock Saturday, 11 a.m. Bring the kids. How the Caterpillar Flew. That's the name of the book. Peace. Lady V out.